Obstürmt oder steigt
und die Sonne uns sagt, der Tag glühend heiß oder eiskalt.
Hello YouTube, this is Sturmgeschütz 4, also known as Globulus. This is a 2 versus 2 battle. It's my son, not me. We're going to do a review of him. He's got a battle on here. It's kind of interesting. He plays his Carthage. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 6. Yeah, 6 Sacred Band Cav. 1, 2. Looks like 4 Balearic Slingers. Or 5. 1, 2. I see 4. Okay, 4 Balearic Slingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 6 Sacred Band Infantry, 2 Helleni Infantry, and 2 Libyan Spearmen. His team member over here has 1, 2, 3. Looks like he has 7. Yeah, he has 7 Sacred Band Cav. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he has 7 Balearic Slingers. Just 6, excuse me. And then he has 6 Sacred Band Infantry. His name is Sulide or Sulidi or however you guys want to pronounce it. It's up to you. Okay, over here, one of the opponents who's faced off against my son's ally. I'm assuming this means Teutonic Knight, old faction of the knighthood from the Baltic region in Europe. Anyway, this guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he has 6 urban cohorts. He has 5 Praetorian cohorts, 2 Legionary First cohorts, a Roman Armored General, some pretty good heavy cav there. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Praetorian cav. Now we go over here to the Julii, who is facing off against my son, or will be, should I say. He's commanded by, we'll call this guy Zanpa. We'll just call him Z. How's that? He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Archer Auxilia. No, he has 6 Archer Auxilia. That's an interesting formation. Has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 urban cohorts, 1 Praetorian cohort, which is his general unit. It's kind of strange. And he has 4 Praetorian cav. Alright, let's get this battle. Alright, here we go. Develops sort of slow, just because the speed of the Carthaginian army. It's not really a fast army unless you take your guys out of, you take all your spearmen and stuff out of phalanx formation, which I think you might do here in a minute. Yeah, sort of. It's kind of a strange fight. My son's more or less attacking uphill. I think he gets up here to where it's pretty much kind of level ground. And here at the beginning, looks like they're going to try to concentrate on Sulide. So, Julii player Z here, he moves over all his archers, and they're, looks like they're getting ready to move against my son's ally here, Sulide. But my son picks up the pace a little bit here in a moment. And like I said, he reaches up here. Now see, this is what I wouldn't have done. I probably wouldn't have done this. I mean, they were already in position. They're just sitting here wasting time right now. He should have just kept his archers over here, kept his cavalry back over here. They had the right idea, but if he would have kept his cavalry back here to screen against my son's cavalry, they could have concentrated both their armies on my son's ally and probably would have won the battle. or won the battle against this guy. And where I think my son kind of made a mistake, as soon as he realized that they were all kind of ganging up against his ally over here, if I would have been playing as Carthage here, I would have sent all my cav along with probably half my slingers up here, and I would have tried to decimate the Praetorian cav of the Julii Romans. That would give our pardon me, that would give our his little alliance here a huge cavalry advantage, and they would have been able to hammer and anvil the living hell out of these guys. But we'll see how this turns out. It's actually the first time I've watched it, so. Let me rephrase that. It's not the first time I've watched it. It's actually the second time, but I watched it up to where my son got up here. After that, I haven't seen the video. So, in the background here, we've got SPQR. He's going in to take Sulide, and my son's army. He's got them reforming and moving uphill here. I think we're going to stay over here at the SPQR and the my son's allies Sulide here. It's really the first action of the game. It's like they're kind of feeling each other out, seeing how they're going to attack and how the different armies are going to react to everything. My son, when he deployed, he should have deployed closer to his ally, but I think because he deployed so far away, I think it threw off the Julii and the SPQR Romans here. Because like I said, it looked like the Julii and the SPQR were going to concentrate everything they had on Sulide, and they probably would have won that battle if they, like I said, if he would have kept his cavalry screen back here, to kind of block the sacred bands and the Carthaginian my son's army from getting over to assist. Got a little bit of skirmish action here. Some urban cohorts. They're going to hit the Pulling infantry up front here. Now we got a big cav fight over on this side of the battlefield. It looks like, yeah. I think these sacred bands are more heavily upgraded than the Praetorians. I think that's why they win this fight. Well, it looks like they're winning this fight. Can't say they are for sure, but it looks like they are. And up front here on the front lines, we have, I don't understand this at all. I don't know why you would charge into pikes like that. If it had been my cav, I would have swung down and hit these three slinger units and then come up and hit the sacred bands from behind, but that's me, I guess. Now here he has the right idea, but it's kind of too late. Like I said, his army just once the sacred bands took the field up here, I mean, it was pretty much, seems like it's pretty much over to me. I don't see any way he can come back from this because the Sulai hasn't even committed his other two cav units yet. So if he does that, then this fight's pretty much over. Here's a cav fight where some of my son's sacred band taking on this Praetorian cav. He's got one unit routing now, and my son still has two sacred bands in reserve also. Not sure what this is exactly. It looks like it may have been a hammer and anvil charge against this urban cohort unit here. And here comes, I guess you could call this scene 2. But he does, this was a great Pila attack. Took down, looks like about 8 or 10 of my son's sacred band there. Now this is where it gets kind of confusing. I did see this part when Tony was actually playing the game. It was kind of confusing here, just because My son kept his cavalry in there a little bit too long, I think. As you can see, the Juliet player still has some uncommitted cavalry as well. Here's got some sacred bands taking on some of these cohorts. Now this I didn't understand either. He charged right into the Poenis. I don't understand that whatsoever. Here he's going to try to attack the Poenis from behind. At least that's what it looks like. My son did make a mistake there. He charged in his, goes up to these sacred bands here. He should have brought them back. Reformed them with these two more, well, I guess they're fully strength. These fully strength sacred band units here, and he could have done an end round and just hammered an anvil. Not necessarily hammer and anvil, but he could have charged and then pulled back and just did a bunch of cycle charges that probably would have done a lot of damage. And there in the background you see what's left of SPQR. Looks like they're routing now, except for this one Legionary First Cohort unit. There's some Julia Arch Auxilia over here offering fire support. Probably not having too much success unless they're hitting the slingers. My son's fight here. Yeah, not really sure. This is just a mess here in the middle. You've got sacred bands going after these urbans. These sacred bands are fighting these urbans, and there's nothing else really going on now. They were chasing down, excuse me, my son's sacred band cav here, but then they decided to go back and hit the slingers. Looks like I think this might rout this unit. Yeah, I bet it will. Good looking charge for my son there. Now he's got still has one unit of sacred band back here that's uncommitted at the moment. Now these look, I think these probably were routing and they came back from routing. And they're just kind of sitting over here. I don't think my son sees them. Yeah. Now they're going in again. Yeah, I think this is probably pretty much over. Now this I didn't understand why you would attack like this, but I guess pick your poison in this case, I suppose. Let's see here. And now we've got my son's ally. He's just coming up and sitting. Now he does do a cav charge on these Arch Auxilia. Takes him down, gets him to rout. That's nice. Now this I didn't understand. I think my son should have went behind them. Maybe charged here. I'm not sure. Maybe he's worried about the Praetorian cav that's left here. Not sure exactly. Actually, I think my son might be going to try to kill the general. Maybe he's seen that and decided to go after the general. Here's a good hammer and anvil by the Praetorian cav. Another good one by these Praetorian cav. My son tries to bring up some more sacred bands. Don't think he's going to make it there. I'm surprised they're not routing. Yeah, this is kind of a strange fight between my son and the Julii here. Now that I didn't quite understand. I don't know why my son would do that.
This general is the perfect enemy.
Should have brought over his pikes to provide some extra support. Or use his slingers to start hurting the cabinets. I think he might be doing right now. Looks like it. Looks like that's what they're aiming at. A nice rear charge here on on my son's general. Now they're chasing down. Looks like the sacred band. Well, it's left of the sacred band. Now these slingers are wide open to attack. And that's exactly where he's going with them. It's a good charge. Actually, no, I take that back. It looks like he's just chasing down this companion units. Maybe he's forgotten about them and just don't remember. He's just going to let them run down whoever they run into. And, well, yeah, now they're fighting against these slingers. Slingers might actually win that. There's a lot more of the slingers than there are Praetorians there. son's cav. Yeah, this is going to be pretty pointless here. There's no way he's going to get away. His cav's winded and his is warmed up. So now what he should do, I think, let's see what happens here. Look what we got. Oh, he stopped. That was a good move by my son, bringing his cav right in front of the pikes. That slowed down any cavalry advance. Now my son's going to counterattack. Wow, that's amazing. He should have waited a little bit though. He should have brought him out here like he's doing now, and then waited for his pikes to engage before he did. There he goes, just like that. Yeah, this 2v2 is pretty much over. All my son has to do is finish off the Julia army, and this is over. Looks like my son's cabs being brave, all 7 of them, chasing down 18 Praetorians and about 200 archers. By now, I would imagine this cav's probably exhausted. Nope, still winded. Hey, his ally's actually doing something. Actually helping instead of sitting there. He could have ended this a lot sooner if he'd have brought all his cav over to help chase down some of these routing archers that came back from routing. God, this is going to be death. Wow. That's just a massive charge. Everything's just charged. That's amazing. Well, this should be over momentarily, guys. God, what a cavalry charge. That's amazing.
Your victory is complete. No man can take any credit from you for the crushing of your foes.
What a damn cavalry charge. Anyway, good game to all these guys, especially Sulad got a lot of kills there. So I saw a few of my son's mistakes, but overall he did pretty well. Teutonic Knight, or whatever you want to call him here, I think the Roman team had the right idea. They should have concentrated and left a cavalry screen over here to slow down my son's army. I think if they would have done that, they probably would have won the game. But, you know, it is what it is, as they say. Z here, he played a pretty intelligent game, except for a few of the cavalry charges where he charged head-on into pikes, which I didn't understand. But I think he's probably a younger player. But, you know, like I said, overall, all these guys, you know, they did pretty well. So, anyway, just remember one thing. Always play with honor and bleed your enemies.